Hi students, this welcome to Sri Damodar Ragoji Memorial School online classes. So this is for class 6 standard. Subject is science, lesson number 8, that is body movements. Okay. In last video we have discussed many points on this topic. Yes, what we are discussed, that is about movements. Yes, about movements, the ability. See, movement means what here? The ability of the organisms to change their position. Yes, and also we have discussed, that is skeleton system of human body. How this skeleton system which is made by bones and cartilages. Yes, and also the functions of skeleton. We have discussed the functions of skeleton and the meaning of muscles, cartilage, and also so I told you that the bones which is connect by different kinds of joints. Yes, what are those joints? Ball and socket joints. So it brings momentum in all direction. This type of a joint that we can see in the shoulder of the hips and shoulder of the human body. And next we have discussed, that is what? Pivot joint. Okay, pivot joint, that we can see head to our left or right, that is we can see this type of a joint where, see, the pivotal joint is where a cylindrical bone rotates in a ring. Okay, so this type of a joint that we can see neck to the head. And next we have seen, that is hinge joint. Okay, so this type of a joint that we can see in our body where, that is knees and elbows. Okay, next, what? Fixed joints. Okay, so this type of a joint that we can see in the skull, that is head. Yes, next in this class we will discuss about the gaits of animals. What do you mean by gaits of animals? So students, we can see around us there are different kinds of animals. Okay, so the movement of the animals which are different from one another. Yes, some animals crawl on the earth. Okay, and some birds we can see which fly on the sky, in the sky, and the fishes we can see, that is which can swim in the water. Yes, so why this type of a changes that we can see in their momentum? Because of their skeletal structure. Yes, so this is what we are called, that is gaits of animals. So the gaits of animals means what here? Here is the definition of gaits of animals, that is the different patterns of movement of animals due to the differences in their skeletal structure. So this is we are called gaits of animals. So once again I'll read: the different patterns of movement of animals due to the differences in their skeletal structure. So the momentum of the animals which are different from one another. Why? Because their differences in their skeletal structure. So this is which we are called gaits of animals. So here in this class we will discuss some of the animals having a different kinds of a skeletal structure. Okay, and their movements and what are the function that takes place while moving. Okay, first one, that is what? Earthworm. Yes, earthworm we can see that is in near water, that is ponds and lakes, and also the in rainy season. Yes, so this earthworm does not have any internal skeleton like we have human body, that is the structure of skeleton. No, so such type of a skeleton that we cannot see in this earthworm, that is internal skeleton which we cannot see in the earthworm. Then what kind of a structure that it has? That is the body which is made up of many rings. Okay, which is joined end to end, and muscles attached to these rings, and this attached muscle which help to extend and shorten their body. Means it can make it to long their body, and also it can make it body to short. Why? Because it's body which is made up of rings. Okay, and which is attached to the muscles. So this type of a structure of skeleton that makes it to the body, to it can able to make a long, or also it can able to shorten. Okay, so here is the structure of earthworm. Yes, so here in this figure you can see the ring structure. Yes, so these are the rings which is attached to the muscles. Okay, and next, the skin of the earthworm also has large number of tiny bristles. Tiny bristles means here what? That is short hairs. Short hairs. Okay, so on the surface of the skin we can see that is a hairs, short hairs is there, no, that we can see on the surface of the skin of the earthworm. So this type of having a hairs which can help it get a good grip on the ground. So these bristles means what? Short hair that help it get a good grip on the ground. And this, the repeated extension and contraction of the body of a muscles is there, no, that can enable the earthworm to move through the soil also. So these are the functions of what? Earthworm. Next we can see here, that is what? Snail. Okay, snail, students, you might have seen this snail in rainy season. Yes, some of you students may also played with this snail. Okay, see, this snail move with the help of their muscular flat foot, and they glide along a solid surface. See, this glide means is here what? Glide means it can able to slip along a solid surface which is lubricated with the mucus. Yes, so students, this glide means it can able to slip on this solid surface which is lubricated. Means lubricated here means what? Make it as a soft, its movement make it very smoothly by the mucus, okay, which is released in their body. So by this mucus it makes body lubricated, means what? To minimize the friction means what? It makes body movement very easily with this mucus. Okay, next, this motion is powered by succeeding waves of muscular contraction of the foot. Okay, so here is the figure that we can see. So this is below the part, that is what? The muscular foot. Okay, so and these are the breathing openings. Through this part it can breathe. The shell, we can see upside shell we use it to take the to play. Yes, we can take up it removes outside this shell. At that time that we will take to play. Yes, students are very like to play with these shells. And also this is what? Mouth, and these are eye, and these are what? Feelers. Okay, so this is what the structure of snail. Next we can see, that is cockroaches. Yes, where we can find these cockroaches? These are the friend of our kitchen room. Yes, so we can see more cockroaches in kitchen room. Yes, it will travel to our parents, your mama. Yes, so what is the skeleton structure of this cockroach? Now we will discuss about this. What? The body of a cockroach is covered with a hard outer skeleton. Okay, so its body is covered by a hard skeleton that is made up of different units joined together, and it has 3 pairs of legs for walking and 2 pairs of wings attached to the breast for flying. Okay, so these cockroaches have 3 pairs of legs for walking and also 2 pairs of wings which are attached to the breast for flying. It has a distinct muscles that are used for movement. It has the very special muscles that are used for the movement. So the muscles which are attached to the legs helps in walking. The breast muscles attached to the wings which helps in flying, although they are not good for flyers. Why? Because they could not they cannot be able to fly as like birds. Okay, why? Because the breast muscles attached to the wings which helps in, although they are not in a good flyers. So here is the structure of cockroach. See, these are what the wings, that is what, and next here you can see that is leg, and this abdomen and antenna, and next is the tail breed, and next here we can see that is head of the cockroach, and these are the eyes. Yes. Next we can see another one type of animal organism, that is what, birds. See students, birds have special skeletal muscular structure that help them to fly. The forelimbs are modified to become wings, and the bones inside are hollow to file to shoot flying. The bones of the hind limbs and are used for perching and walking. The shoulder bones and breast bones are strong and support muscles of flight which move the wings up and down. So this is a function of what, these are the functions of bird. Next we will see that is another one animal, that is what, fish. Fishes have a streamlined body that helps them to swim with least resistance. It has the streamlined body that helps them to swim with the least resistance, and also they use tail. They use tail fin for small jerks through the water, and other fin assist swimming. And the tail fin is also used for changing the directions. So here is the structure of what, fish. Here in this figure you can see that is the structure. See, it is the mouth of the fish. Okay, here gills are there, which is covered by their body, these gills which helps to breathe. Okay, which allow to take oxygen and remove the carbon dioxide. So these are the pelvic fins and pectoral fin. Okay, so these are the different parts of the fish. Okay, next the another one animal that we can see, that is what, we were very scared with this animal, that is which animal, that is snake. Okay, the snake which comes in front of means what, we become scared. Why? Because it has poison. Yes. So snakes do not have legs. The first point is what here, snakes do not have legs for movement but use their long backbone along with the muscles for movement. Their body curves into many loops which gives it a forward push by pressing against the ground. Yes, so these snakes are there, no? These snakes do not have any legs for the movement but use their long backbone along with muscles for movement. Their body curves into many loops which gives it a forward push by the pressing against the ground. So here is the structure of that snake that we can see here. So students, here your lesson body movements complete. If you have any doubts, you can ask me through messages. Yes. In this module. So students, look at this animation. Okay, you can easily understand the gaze of animals. Okay, how the animals having a different skeletal structure, and also what are the main functions that have. Okay, so see this animation.
Joseph is sitting in the garden. He's looking at something with a lot of interest. Let us look closer and see what he's looking at. Oh, he's watching an earthworm crawling on the ground. You must have seen earthworms moving in the soil on a rainy day, isn't it? An earthworm has no bones, but can still move for short distances. Have you wondered how an earthworm moves without any bones? Let us look at an earthworm and find out. Well, the body of an earthworm has many rings. These rings are joined end to end. These rings contain muscles. The earthworm uses these muscles to move shorter distances. When the earthworm moves, it first extends the front part of its body by expanding the muscles. Simultaneously, it fixes the rear part of the body to the ground firmly. After the first part is extended, it releases the rear part. It then contracts its muscles to shorten the front part of the body and pulls the rear end forward. As a result, it moves forward to a short distance. Such continuous muscle contraction and expansion leads to the movement in earthworms. Like an earthworm, many other animals have special features that assist them in the movement. Let us observe the movement of some of these animals. Let us first look at the movement of a snail. Like an earthworm, a snail too does not have any bones. It has a slimy body and a shell on top. The snail moves with the help of a thick muscular structure present at the bottom of its body called foot. It contracts and expands the foot muscles and makes wave-like movements for moving forward. Let us now look at the movements in a cockroach. A cockroach can walk, run, climb, and fly short distances. A cockroach has 3 pairs of legs that help it in walking. The cockroach has distinct muscles near the legs that help it in walking. It has 2 pairs of wings attached to its breast region. The cockroach has muscles near the wings. These muscles move when the cockroach flies. Let us now see how a bird moves. Most birds walk and fly. The birds walk with the help of their feet and toes. The birds can fly easily. This is because they have a streamlined body. Such a body helps the birds to cut through the air easily and fly. Also, the 4 limbs of a bird are modified to form wings. These wings help the bird to fly. The next animal is the fish. The body of a fish is specifically designed for swimming. Like a bird, it too has a streamlined body. This shape allows water to move easily around the body and offer least resistance to its flow. The fish swims using its fin and tail. The fins help the fish in balancing. The fish uses its tail to change the direction. The fish uses its tail to move forward. It moves its tail from side to side. This zigzag movement pushes the water and helps the fish to move forward. The last, snakes slither or crawl on the ground in a wave-like motion. Snakes have a long backbone with interconnected muscles that are joined to the backbone and ribs. When a snake moves, its body curves into many loops. At each loop, the snake presses its body against the ground and makes a forward push. Such consecutive pushes help snakes in moving their body. Let's walk shorter distances using its muscles attached to the rings. A snail moves by making a wave-like motion with the help of a thick, muscular structure present at the bottom of its body called foot. A cockroach has 3 pairs of legs and 2 pairs of wings that help it in walking and flying, respectively. A bird can fly easily because of the shape of its body and its 4 limbs. A fish uses its tail and fins to swim in water. A snake slithers or crawls on the ground in a wave like motion to move.